Hey Destiny family, Destiny Squad Team Destiny, how are you doing? Yes, we are officially back indoors and the news that I'm going to bring to you, or the information that I'll be sharing with you, is centered around um what would I say, a disappearance of funds from an investment that Usain Bolt did in Jamaica. Well, we are getting to the end of that investigation, and what I want to do is to share with you the legalities surrounding the deposit of money and how you can secure yourself. So, guys, if this is something that you're interested in, I'm sure, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to say if this is something that you're interested in, because guess what? You don't play with your money, I don't play with mine either, and we all want to know how to protect ourselves. So, in this video, you are going to learn just
Warning. Headstrong, sturdy, rounded down to earth, earthy, spicy, jerky, ruthless flows. 3, 2.
welcome back. To our new subscribers, I say welcome. To our loyal subscribers who have been there since day one, I am going to say thank you so much for your support. Okay, first, what I want to do is to start off by giving you a little, what would I say? I'm going to give you a bit of backdrop to the information, because I'm sure that perhaps some of you were not aware of what actually took place. So, let me give you a little summary of what happened before I tell you about the legalities surrounding your deposits. Okay, so in January 2023, there was an investment company in Jamaica known as SSL for short, and the correct name of that company is the Stocks and Securities Limited. Now, quite a number of people had invested their money in this particular financial company. Usain Bolt, being a retired athlete, as we are aware of it, was interested in investing some money as well. However, things did not quite go according to plan, and as a result of that, he has lost. At first, I thought what was being circulated in 2023 was that he lost in a total of 12.7 million US dollars. Can you believe that? Quite a lot of money. However, I have to say that reading the update that has been given this year, now that the investigation has reached somewhere, I am now hearing, or what I'm reading, is that the amount that he lost was 6.2 million US dollars. No matter how much, guys, that is a lot of money. So whether it was the 12.7 million US or 6.7 million US dollars, you would agree that that's a lot of money. So you see, so many times we are encouraged to save for a rainy day, but things will not always go according to plan. Now, what is the law surrounding this? How can you protect the money that you have in the different countries? So today, what I'm going to talk to you about is the deposit guaranteed scheme that a lot of countries are a part of. Now, how does this affect people, or what is this scheme? Now, this is a scheme that is, it's almost like an insurance that is going to protect the money that you invest, or the money that you hold in financial institutions, be it credit unions, be it your bank. This is the something that the government puts in place to ensure that you do not lose your money. However, things don't go according to plan always, and there are certain little, what would I say? there are certain little, what would I say? There are some gray area that perhaps some people were not aware of. And this is what I am going to tell you about. So, yes, your money that you deposit, there is insurance that all financial institutions are required to hold with a particular government body to protect you just in case the worst happens. So for example, if they go bankrupt, or for any reason they lose your money, then at least you are guaranteed to receive a certain sum of money. But how much is that money that you are guaranteed to get? That is the problem. And why was it that it took so long for the companies in Jamaica, for SSL, to actually come up with this kind of money? Was it legal for them to take so long? Or is it that they are giving back? Is it that they are compensating all those who have lost some money? A portion, I should say. It's important to know that it is not all of the money that they will be getting back. As a matter of fact, for what Usain Bolt has lost, rumor has it that he stands to receive less than 1% of what he deposited with this financial institution. Now, why is it so difficult? What is the law surrounding this? This is what I'm going to tell you. And I should say as well, the money that you deposit, not everything is protected. For example, in the UK, your deposit of up to £85,000 is protected. Anything above £85,000 is not protected. In the USA, 250,000, so your deposit up to £250,000 in any institution is protected. In Jamaica, it is 1.2 million Jamaican dollars. In Canada, it is 100,000 Canadian dollars that is protected. Now, some people will say, it's important to know that it is not the total amount of money that you have saved. It's not the total amount of money that you have in that country that is covered here. What it means is that it is £85,000 per institution. So for example, if I have £100,000 in Barclays, if I have, what it means is that the first £85,000 that I have in Barclays Bank is protected. If I have another account with NatWest Bank and I have, say, £90,000, then £85,000 of that is protected. So it is per institution. So what it means is that you can spread your money out as much as possible. Only the first £85,000 per institution will be protected. And it is the same in all the countries that I have listed. Now, is it that other countries do not have this deposit scheme or this little insurance scheme in place? Yes, it is there. However, what I'm going to suggest is that when I'm finished with this, if I have not listed your country, you can go online and type in just put does, and you put your country have a deposit guaranteed scheme in place. Because if your country has that in place, then there is a certain kind of security that you can feel in depositing your money in any financial institution within that country. Okay, now this is the little, what would I say? There are always, it's not a catch. Not everything is covered, or this is how the law works. So the law says that if you have lost your money to theft, for example, by an employee within that institution, once somebody can be held accountable for the money going missing, for example, then it means that that particular person, so let me say an employee, Say, for example, if John Brown stole some money from the institution that he was an employee at, the company has done their investigation and they can pinpoint that yes, 100% John Brown is responsible. The law says that they should allow the law of that country, meaning you should hand over John Brown to the police for the law to take its course. So what does that mean? It means that John Brown is going to go to court. It means that John Brown can either repay, all the options will be given to John Brown. Perhaps they will say, John Brown, repay all the money that you have stolen, or they are going to impose a custodial sentence to John Brown. And remember that this is in all the countries. This is what it is. Once you can hold somebody accountable for any of the losses, that person is responsible for everything. So because John Brown will either give back the money or take that custodial sentence, it means that that money is not really protected because John Brown is the person responsible. Now what does that mean? It means that, okay, if you have lost your money in any of the financial institution and John Brown is now gone to prison as a result of his crime, it means that you are not really protected because John Brown is doing the time for the crime that he has committed. I know that some people are going to say that that is not fair, but yes, that is the law. And I'm going to pause here to say that the money that Usain Bolt is getting back, not just Usain Bolt, other people had lost their money as well in this, in this, I would say it's not fraud on behalf of the company because somebody was held accountable and somebody is currently serving prison sentence as a result of it. So some people will say, okay, why did it take so long for Usain Bolt and others to at least being offered something, some form of compensation? The compensation that they are receiving is not from the insurance scheme that the countries have in place. This money that is being the compensation is coming from the investment company itself. So the investment company, probably they felt bad about what happened. So what they did was to set up a little scheme to compensate people for the money that they have lost. So that is why you're hearing that yes, they will get some money, but it is not going to be a lot of money. So for example, I'm going to let you know what they have said. So the scheme that was set up, it has fallen way below the amount of money that the investors have lost. So for example, remember I said that investment company was in Jamaica. However, Usain Bolt was not depositing Jamaican dollars. He was depositing US dollars. So you will ask, okay, so how does this work? How does it work if you are banking, if you are saving your money in an international currency? What does the law says about that? The law says that it does not matter. It does not matter how much money you have deposited, whether it's in an international currency or the local currency. The amount of money that you will get back if it is discovered that, that money is covered under the investment scheme. The amount of money that you are going to get back is equivalent to the amount that the local country has in the country in the insurance. So for example, in the UK it says £85,000. So if you bank in, for example, if you have like an international account and the money has gone, something has happened, right? What they are going to do, they are going to work it out in the UK currency, so they will always work it out in the local country's currency, and they will compensate you the equivalent to what you would get in the local currency. That's the amount that you will get back, right? So it doesn't mean that because you were banking in Jamaica and, for example, you had an international account and you lost 85,000 pounds, it means that you're going to get back 85,000 pounds in Jamaica. Jamaica is going to look at it and they are going to work out how much it is, how much money, how much UK money is equivalent to 1.2 Jamaican dollars, right? So that is just the law. What is the law? The law says that, look, if somebody is held accountable and the law has taken its course with that person, then that is it. That crime is not really covered. So, what is covered then? What is covered is, for example, if what would I say, if the company goes bankrupt, or yeah, if the company goes bankrupt, or if nobody is held accountable. But once they have caught the person who has committed the crime, then of course, that's a different thing. That is dealt with totally different. Okay, so I know that you have been listening and you're saying, okay, Patrice, if the money is not safe, meaning there's no guaranteed that we are going to get back all of our money, how can we protect ourselves? Well, I thought that you would never ask, and this is how you are going to protect yourself. So you see, for example, in USA, in UK, it is the first 85,000 pounds that is protected. What you are going to do is that you are not going to bank all your money in the same institution. Not a lot over 85,000 pounds anyway, because only that you will get back. So even if you have 40 million pounds and something happens, the law says that you are only entitled to get back that first 85,000 pounds. So the smart thing to do is to spread out your money, so that if something, I don't think that I don't think that all of the institutions will go down at the same time, right? So if one institution goes down and you get back your first 85,000 pounds, then you have all your money is safe in the other institutions. But if the unlikely or the unexpected happens and every institution goes down, then at least you are guaranteed to get back the first 85,000 in each of those institutions. So, and remember, it's the same for the other countries as well. So spread out your money. Be very careful with how you do it. This is what I would suggest to you. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Protect yourself, because this is what the law says. You don't want what has happened, unfortunately, to Usain Bolt, where he was saving for his retirement. He thought that everything was okay, and look, somebody with sticky fingers had gone in and stole up all that money, and now he will have to stand the loss of so much of the money that has gone bad. So guys, this was what I wanted to tell you about deposit guaranteed scheme. And remember, a lot of companies, a lot of countries actually have it in place. It is otherwise called the Deposit Insurance Scheme, and it is a financial regulatory body that holds it's insurance that all the financial institutions will have to, be a part of within every country. So every country will have their own little body that takes care of that. Okay, guys, I hope that this helps. I hope that you see all these it's not just for business people. Remember, it is hard to work your money, and even if you have won the lottery, you do not want to just lose your money like that. And this is how you protect your money. Just ensure that you do not Keep all your money in one institution. Spread it out a little bit so that if the unexpected happens, you are protected. Yes, my Destiny family, we are back inside and you will be hearing more of what we normally do on this channel. Until I upload another video, my Destiny family, you know what I normally say, peace. Be sure that you make this week a very good week as well. Find something to smile about. Remember that there is so much around you, so much beauty around you, so much to be thankful for. Okay, guys, take care of yourself.